Kratom, a product sold in gas stations across Utah, back before lawmakers for the legislative session.
One bill moved forward in the Senate that would ban synthetic kratom, while another bans the substance in its natural form. It is still waiting to be heard.
Yeah, meanwhile, some families who say it led to an addiction and even death are calling for state regulation now. 2 News investigates. Ariel Harrison sharing some of the personal stories driving a divided debate about kratom at the Capitol.
It was even worse for me than opiates because it just didn't feel wrong.
Nobody ever should have to witness what I've witnessed.
This stuff will kill your kids.
After losing a loved one or becoming addicted themselves, several Utahns now want to see lawmakers take immediate action on kratom products.
What do you think of an outright ban on kratom?
Whatever will get this off the streets, I'm supportive of.
Eva Nealman says her son Connor died after taking the 7-hydroxymetragenine product, also known as 7-0. Some kratom advocates say that product 7-0 is synthetic and should be banned, but not kratom in its natural form.
Please ban this stuff.
In 2024, Paul Baumgartner says his wife Brittany started using kratom to help with minor back pain, often mixing it with other substances like alcohol.
And she just was not herself. She had no control over her actions.
One night, while using kratom, Paul witnessed Brittany take her own life. More than a year later, he is still reeling from the seismic loss.
There's so many things I would like to talk about. They're graphic.
Something you're still working through.
Every day.
Some states have mobilized to ban it. Do you think Utah needs to follow suit?
I'd like to see it banned, for sure.
Dustin Hawkins says he was 7 years sober from opioids when he tried a kratom drink from an Ogden gas station. One drink quickly became 10 a day, effectively taking over his life.
$100 a day out of the gas station.
The addiction ultimately costing him more than money, also his job and harm to relationships.
I was a bad Roxy cotton addict, you know, the whole opiate time and this thing in the gas station was the hardest thing for me to deal with out of all of it.
I interviewed a manufacturer. Yeah. They feel gas stations are the perfect place for this product. They say it's no more addictive than caffeine. Your response to those comments?
They're wrong and they're lying to the public.
Utah State Senator Mike McKell sponsored one of the bills being considered by lawmakers.
I don't want the industry to be able to simply say we're working with the legislature to ban 7-OH. That is a problem, yes, but that is not the only problem.
His legislation would repeal the Kratom Protection Act and ban kratom alkaloids, 7-hydroxy and metragenine.
In essence, it would be a ban by scheduling those drugs.
Meanwhile, Senate Bill 48 keeps the Protection Act in place and bans synthetic kratom chemicals, not natural kratom. It would also add safety and labeling requirements.
Not just Utah. The United States of America needs to ban this product.
A measure that Dustin, Eva, and Paul do not feel goes far enough.
If it was banned, this wouldn't exist. So if you're asking me if I would like kratom to be banned, absolutely.
Do you think what's happening on the Hill is a good start?
It's a very good start. It's not fast enough.
Ariel Harrison, KUTV 2 News.